Hey everybody, Happy New Year to everyone. January 1st, 2023, so I got the first day of the year right. I better, right? So I'm sure I'll make plenty of mistakes in between now and the rest of the year. I do so on a regular basis. So Happy New Year to you all. I hope everybody is doing well and you're had a good New Year's, and hopefully we'll start this new year out right. But so we're going to talk about in this video, well, before we start the video, I just want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So I would encourage you all to join me then, and we will, I'm not sure what the topic is going to be yet, but we will have a good discussion. And anyhow, all right, so what are you doing? What are you doing? So look at her look. She's been antsy all day because he came yesterday. She keeps wanting to go out. She's looking. Where is he? Where is he? Poor girl. Does he leave you high and dry, girly? Huh? What happened? Did he not come? Where did he not? Why didn't he come see you? Poor girl. I know. She is absolutely just full of energy. All right. So I want to talk about medications. You know, I've been receiving information, you guys probably know from who, but I don't need to mention names. But a lot of shortages of medications. Medications are getting harder and harder to get. Some things are unavailable altogether. And let's talk, well, we're going to talk about that a little bit, which is alarming, because we are a society that is heavily medicated. Can you imagine if there ended up being a shortage of certain kinds of medications that people take on a regular basis in this country? How bad it would be? We are very, very, very dependent because they have made us that way, obviously, right? They push things at every turn that you go to. I can go back again when Eddie was in school, and because he was a handful, because he was just a, you know, he was a tough nut to crack, if you will, their answer was to medicate him. And I said, absolutely not. I said, I'm not doping up my kid so it makes it easier for you people to deal with him. I says, figure it out. I used to go round and round and round. I will tell you what, guys, it was something else. But their first answer for everything is medication. If you are depressed, or if you are having some kind of issues, what's the first thing they want to do? They want to put you on an antidepressant, or give you a Valium or something to that effect to help calm your nerves. But see, with the antidepressants, let's talk about those a little bit. Antidepressants, once you're on them, it's like almost impossible to get off of them. You have to wean yourself off of them. And, you know, it's just, listen, realistically, life is not always easy. Sometimes life is going to suck. Okay, that's a fact. We all know that to be a fact. But we have to deal with those type of things. We have to learn and grow and process through that. Medicating your problems away does not make your problems go away. What it actually does is creates new problems, because now, besides being depressed, now you're addicted to this medication that you're taking, right? Or if, you know, I have, you know, known people that had and overcome addiction to prescription medication. And I know people that are still addicted to prescription medication. But, you know, when you get that hook in you, when they get that hook in you, it's very, very difficult for some people to get off of those type of things. You know, you either have to, you know, you have to want to. But once you get The taste, I guess, I don't know. It's so weird because I was never, I don't know. It's just not my personality, I guess. But some people have that really addictive personality where they can't not do something in moderation. They're you know. I mean, I'm actually. It's weird because like when I'll use cigarettes as an example. I started smoking at 12 years old. And by the time I was 16, I was up to 2 packs a day. Because I don't do anything, just a little bit. I do it all the way. But when I decided to quit, I had a friend of mine and I said, hey, let's quit smoking. And he's like, okay. I've never smoked again. I'll smoke a cigar once in a blue moon. But other than that, as far as smoking cigarettes, nope, never. I smoked a cigarette when I was 19, when I graduated basic training. I think that's the last cigarette that I've ever had. No desire. I just quit, and that was it. I was done. And then I will tell you this, too. I did 10 years of heavy drinking, from 12 to 22. And when I say heavy drinking, like I said, I was a heavy drinker. I was in it for the whole 9 yards, and I was in an automobile accident at 22 with a friend of mine, and I'd had a couple of drinks that night, but it really kind of woke me up, and I realized that, not only could I have killed myself, I could have killed my buddy, I could have killed the guy in the other car, and I didn't drink for a year and a half. And then after that year and a half, I drank the way that I do now, very sparingly. Have a good time, if I don't have to go anywhere, I may have a few beers, but I don't care about it. If I never drank again, it wouldn't make any difference to me. I could take it or leave it. So it's one of those things. It's like I've been very fortunate that that's my personality type. When I decide I'm done with something, I'm done with it, period. But unfortunately, a lot of people in this country do not have that willpower. So they get addicted to whatever, and they have an issue, and and then what happens, like I said again, when availability is not there. Let's talk about in a true S.H.T.F situation, when the availability is not there. You know how many people are going to go through some serious withdrawals, and not in a good way. You can't just stop taking something. It doesn't work that way. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hurting big time in that type of a situation. What are you doing? Huh? Doing a little digging? But it's just things to think about, things to plan for. Realistically, definitely, if you obviously believe that S.H.T.F is coming, you better plan ahead because it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You're not just going to be able to go cold turkey. That's why the medications are the way that they are. But availability, going back to availability, a lot of medications are getting more and more difficult to get a hold of. And that is absolutely a problem. We need, if we're going to be the addicted society that we are, and we take more medications in the United States than any other country in the world, we need to be doing our manufacturing here, not overseas. All those medications need to come from the U.S. That's what needs to be happening. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what your guys' feedback is. Are anybody else seeing a shortage of medications? Now, with saying that, I would recommend over-the-counter medication. Make sure you have plenty of that. I think that that's really important as well, because when the time comes, again, things that we take for granted right now are not going to be available. So I think you really need to plan ahead, have those medications that you need or want. Make sure you have an abundance of them. Like I take Advil. If I have a headache or if I don't feel well, a lot of times I take Advil. Have your different things that you feel like you may need in a situation where if you're going to be, cut off, not able to get things anymore. What do you use on a regular basis? And, do your research. Like one of the things that I have stocked up on, I'll give you an example. Calamine lotion, all right? I get poison ivy, poison oak, all that good crap. I get it every year. So, having rubbing alcohol and having calamine lotion available to deal with that, that's important to me. So I make sure that I am stocked up on calamine lotion and also, like I said, rubbing alcohol to try to fight that. Now, obviously, I'll tell you something else that works really good with that is oatmeal. Oatmeal works awesome with it. So, those are things, you have to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work, what you need. Make sure you're stocked up on those things. So, there's the sunshine trying to peek out of the clouds. It's very comfortable out here today. No breeze. Very, very mild day. I think it's in the low 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So, anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. I hope to see you all tonight again at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing the live stream. Me and Hella. Me and the mouse in my pocket, right? So anyway, I will see you all then. Remember, folks, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. If we truly could ever figure that one out, we would be in such better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.